What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brennan and I'm BManX45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We have our next deck profile for the BT13 format. We have Rosemon Burst Mode. I told you we were doing all the burst modes, and this is the last one of them. So this is our green deck for the format. So without further ado, let's get into it. I always try to play different green decks, but I always come back to vegetation, plant, and insects because they're the ones that always end up being the funnest and the best. So to start out, we play 4 Kokomon. When an effect suspends one of your Digimon, draw 1. Really good. You're going to be suspending your Digimon all day long. I don't play the 5th egg. If I was going to play Mimi, I would play a Gummymon, but I find that you not need a Mimi in this deck. It just doesn't add anything to you. So just 4 of those. Starting with the rookies, we play 4 of the new Lalamon. On play, reveal top 3, add a Digimon with Vegetation, Plant, or Fairy in one of its traits, and 1 Yoshi to your hand. Place the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order, and then inheritable when this Digimon would Digivolve. If you have a green tamer, reduce the Digivolution cost by 1, so really good. We play for the Palmon from BT10, which is the on-play reveal top 4. Again, really good searcher. Add a card with Vegetation or Plant and in one of its traits, and a card with Fairy, so 2 targets among them to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your deck. Because this has a lot more Fairy targets than BloomLord, this is almost always going to net you 2 cards, so that's really cool. So just really good searcher cards. We play 4 of the Pomamon. When an effect suspends this Digimon, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. This guy's great to play off Sunflowmon and then just be able to get over your opponent's stuff. And you want your opponent's stuff suspended so you get better effects. So you got to play 4 of that. And then lastly, we play 2 of the other Pomamon. Players can't play Digimon by effects. You do have things that play your plants, your vegetations for free. So this is really good too. So 14 level 3s. Going into your level 4s, we play 2 Red Veggie. Red Veggie, again, just a really cheap, free to play 3000 DP vegetation. Also use a 3 cost to play at a level 4 or 1 cost to Digivolve. Really good. Then we play 4 Sunflowmon from BT10, which is the when Digivolving by suspending one of your green Digimon, you may play a Digimon with Vegetation, Plant, or Fairy in one of its traits and 3000 DP or less from your hand without paying its play cost. Really, really good. And then the inheritable, when an effect suspends one of your Digimon, draw 1, so it gets you that extra draw power. So again, really good, Sunflowmon. And we're playing for the new Sunflowmon from BT13, which has a main effect, which is by suspending this Digimon, one of your Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon card with Fairy in one of its traits in the hand for the Digivolution cost. When it would Digivolve by this effect, reduce the Digivolution cost by 2. So you can go into your Megas and your Ultimates for cheaper, which is really good, and you don't have to. It doesn't have to be this card. You can suspend this card to do something else. Like you could play the Sunflowmon when Digivolving to play this, to do that, to turn the Sunflowmon into a level 5 for 1, or a level 6 if you are already gone into your level 5. So it can be really, really, really good. And then we have, that is it for the level 4s. 10, it's a good number. But the Sunflowmons are both really good. And the Sunflowmon also has an inheritable. When this Digimon would Digivolve, if you have a green tamer, reduce the cost by 1. So you can get that reduced cost from your stack, so that's really, really good. On to the level 5s, we're playing 4 of the new Lilamon from BT13, which is when Digivolving, you may play a Yoshi from your hand without paying the cost, so that's really good. And then it has the inheritable while your opponent has a suspended Digimon. This Digimon gains security attack +1. That is really awesome. Gets you some really good checks really quickly. We also play 2 of the BT4 Lilamon, BT4 cards for win. It's a fairy name. That's probably one of the main reasons we play it, because it's searchable and it works with the abilities because it is a fairy. But the Digiburst doesn't hurt because a lot of the time you'll have used your inheritables already with this card. going up to it, so you can then use the Digiburst to suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, which is also really good in this deck. So I mean, 2 of it's great. The when attacking inheritable, if you have a Tamer in play, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, doesn't come up as much, but it's still relevant to the whole premise of the deck. So I think that's a really good combo. And then our last 2 level 5s are Argamon and Blossomon. They're Digisorption guides. They're out Digisorption 3s. They're at 1. You got to play them. It makes sense. And when you play a level 3 and then heritable, when you play when attacking, you may play a level 3 green Digimon card from your hand suspended without paying its memory cost, which their effects go off. So still really good. Still really, really good. And they're at 1. They're at 1 for a reason, so you might as well play them. On to your megas. We have 4 of the new Rosemon from BT13, which is when Digivolving by suspending one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers, unsuspend this Digimon. So you'll kind of want this to be suspended, your level 5 to be suspended when this comes into play. And then all turns once per turn, when an opponent's Digimon or Tamer becomes suspended, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers. So it just keeps going. Just multiple suspensions, which is really good because you want that suspension for the burst mode, and we'll show that in just a minute. Then we play 1 Hydramon because I just thought we should have at least another level 6 target. So Hydramon's really good. It is a vegetation, and of course we've all know what this does. When Digivolving, you may suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. All turns once per turn. When an opponent's Digimon becomes suspended, for each other suspended Digimon with vegetation, plant, or fairy in its traits you have in play, gain 1 memory. So you gain that memory off of playing it, so that's really good. And then end of turn, once per turn, if you have 2 or more suspended Digimon with vegetation, plant, or fairy in its traits, place one of your opponent's suspended Digimon at the bottom of the owner's deck. So really good. It does have synergy in the deck, and it gives you that nice extra target. And then for our level 7s, we play 4 Rosemon Burst Mode because you need to play 4. This is your win condition. So it's Burst 0 by returning a Yoshi to your hand on top of a Rosemon. When Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon and one of their Tamers until the end of your opponent's turn. All of their Digimon and Tamers don't unsuspend. So it has a global effect, so nothing unsuspends. And then when attacking, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack for every 2 of your opponent's suspended Digimon or Tamers. So the more stuff they have on board, the more you trash. You could potentially trash 3 cards if they have a bunch of Tamers and a bunch of monsters on board. So you don't necessarily want to attack over their stuff. You just want to suspend all of it and then use Rosemon Burst Mode. And then if you have Security Plus on Rosemon Burst Mode, you could potentially get through 5 cards in 1 turn, really, because of the inheritable. So it's really, really good. Of course, the burst mode goes away at the end of the turn, but you can Digivolve you don't have to do a burst Digivolution. So that's what's really cool about this too, and we'll go into that in a second. We play 1 Quartzmon because Quartzmon is a really good stun card, and you have easy access of going into it in the deck. So I feel like 1 Quartzmon is a cool option. You don't have to play it, but I like it. So that's kind of it. So I got the 5 and 5. And it puts your opponent in a real place where they have to try and get around it, which is not always nice and fun. So we play 4 for our Tamers. We play 4 Yoshi. It's your memory setter. And then your turn, when one of your Digimon digivolves into a Digimon with vegetation, plant, or fairy in one of its traits, by suspending this Tamer, gain 1 memory. So it gets you those cheaper Digivolutions. The deck has a lot of ways to get cheaper Digivolutions, so that's really, really good. That's it for Tamers. I honestly wish the other Yoshi was good because it would be cool to play her, but the other Yoshi's not that good from BT4. We play 3 green memory boosts. Because consistency, getting your pieces, and memory gain is all really important, and green memory boost is really important in this deck. And then we play 1 HPD, Hidden Potential Discovered. So this is how you can play your Quartzmon for almost free. This is how you can play your Burst Mode without having to do a Burst Digivolution and have it peeled off at the end of the turn. This card is at 1 for a reason, and it's really good, and you got to play it. So that's the deck. Again, really fun deck, really combo-oriented deck. I really like that about it. I still haven't managed to pick up any alts of Rosemon Burst Mode, but I will because it's an amazing looking card. So down the road, I'm thinking I'm going to enjoy this a little bit more than Bunny Alliance. I thought Bunny Alliance was fun, but it just wasn't consistent enough. whereas this I feel has a lot of good combo cards to make it more consistent. So I'm really liking that. But tell me what you guys think. Did you like the deck profiles? Are you really into these burst mode deck profiles? We've done all 4 now. Did you guys think they were good? Do you think they're worth playing, or do you want to play something different? We do have 2 more deck profiles to do for the BT13 format. I know I've decided what one of them is going to be, but not the other one. So we'll have to get back to you at a later time. Looks like that's all the time we have for this video. If you enjoyed today's content, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. And that's all for now, folks.